Hello and welcome to all you Taurians out there. It's good to see you back. Well, I'm not really seeing you, but anyways, thank you so much for your support lately. And let's start straight away, shall we? Let's start straight away with your horoscope for October of 2016. Now, for all of us, not only for the Taurians, but for all of us, it seems like life is going forwards again. And that is because so many planets are going straightforward, and so Mercury, Mars, Venus, your ruler, Jupiter, Saturn, they're all going forwards, and they're not going retrograde anymore. And that's why we are stepping into new territories. We are stepping into new beginnings and new energy as well, and doing things that we have never done before. And why is that? Well, for you, this is about the new moon. There are two new moons actually in October. The first one is on the 1st of October, the other one is on the 30th. But I'm going to be talking a lot about that one on the 1st. And it's the new moon in Libra. And why is it so significant? Because it's Jupiter that's squashed between that new moon. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion, and it's a planet of possibilities, and it's a planet of growth, and it's a quick growth as well. And this new moon is for you happening in your 6th house, which is great if let's say, for instance, your health has been a bit off, or a bit more, you've been not feeling well lately. There can be a shift. The same with work. If work was not really going forwards, not really, it wasn't really happening for you when it comes to the work, again, there can be a totally renewal of that. Now, new moons are endings and new beginnings. So, and because Jupiter is involved and it's there for a whole year in your 6th house, and it's squaring up to Pluto, this has a very long significance, and I mean months. So that's why I'm explaining this a little bit more. So for you out there, Taurians, who have had enough of, you know, old jobs, you could say, or patterns that you were dealing with when it comes to your work, maybe you're working not efficient enough. The 6th house is the house of Virgo, of efficiency. This is a time where you can plant, not necessarily have the result straight away, but where you can plant the seed to improve this. You know, this is such a positive new moon, so take advantage of it. It's now the time to plant new seeds. It's now the time for you, if you're looking for a new job, do it. And probably you will have way more meaning that you ever had in having a job. And it has to do with relationships as well, because it's in the sign of Libra. So you might be inspired, or someone helping you for having a new job, or someone is helping you for your health. So, because don't forget, 6th house is also your health. And there is like this new beginning, so to speak. So you could do, for instance, some new exercise or some new diet or whatever, but that is not only giving you good health, but is also giving you some new relationships, or better relationships, or helping you to relate better. And that's what a Taurian does like. A Taurian is really concerned about very positive and comforting, but easy relationships. You know, it's not that it's not like the Scorpio, who is really crisis prone a little bit and who wants all these extremes. No, the Taurians, they also want balance and stability. And this is something that you could plant a seed for, to work on your health, or to work on the change that you want to bring in when it comes to your work. So for more work, but the work that you like, for more clients attracting. I've seen that a lot with this Jupiter in the 6th house. So it's like your day-to-day routine is getting way better. It's like, for instance, if you had a job where you had to drive like 2 hours or 3 hours away from home, You can go towards a job where you work at home, for instance, or where it is only 10 minutes away from you. That kind of thing can happen with this new energy there in your sixth house. Now, Jupiter squares Pluto, and that's going to happen next month, but I'm talking about it now because it's already activated. And what is Jupiter-Pluto all about? This is about, again, growth, Jupiter, but Pluto is very deep and it goes very transformational and it doesn't want any secrets anymore. So, and you're having this energy again in the house of work and health, and also in the house of your vision, your belief, your studies. And what it means is that you could, for instance, change work and go abroad for work. Or what it also could mean is that there is some big transformation going on by studying something new. Because Mars is in your ninth house, which is the house of studying higher studies and connecting the dots, so to speak. With Mars there and Pluto as well, it means a tremendous amount of focus. That's the most positive side of it. You know, the negative side of Mars Pluto is control. You know, you want to have things under control, and the more you want to control it, the less it's gonna happen what you want it to happen. So, but on its best, it probably has to do for a lot of you with work that you might need to study something new, and you are maybe a bit afraid of doing so. But if that is the case, just do it. Just do it. It's gonna help you tremendously, more than you ever expected. So, for a lot of people, it's about studying. It is about traveling more. And that is quite transformative as well, by getting in touch with different cultures or getting in touch with other worlds, or just by reading books that open your eyes, you could say, so to speak. It can totally change your view upon life, because the ninth house is quite often underestimated. The ninth house is all about your view and how you see life. And when that goes into a transformation, that doesn't happen a lot. Certainly not with older people. I mean, they kind of become a bit more rigid, a bit more Saturnial. So embrace this change that wants to break through when it comes to how you perceive the world. So be open for that, because and it's in the sign of structure, you know, it's in the sign of Capricorn. So a lot of Taurians are really changing their minds. I mean, how they look at life. For instance, it could have been that you say, I've always believed in Buddha, for instance, or I've always believed I've always believed in regular medicine, for instance, or and now you don't anymore. Or you say, no, there is some other worlds there. There is acupuncture, there is homeopathy, there is herbs, whatever. So you see, the way you see things and how it works and how you perceive it is totally different. These are little examples that I give, but I hope you get the gist of it. And last but not least, your ruler Venus has been in Scorpio, in the very intense Scorpio, but in your seventh house, which is great. So still up until the 19th of this month, it is possible to smooth out relationships, to get more balanced relationships, you could say, not only with your loved one, but also with clients or with people you work with. And then it shifts into your 8th house, where Saturn is, and squares up to Neptune. So that means that when it comes to values of other people that you that support you, so whether it is financially, whether it is an emotional value of someone else, be realistic about it. So don't expect too much of those people, of others, but don't expect too little either. That's just a little advice there for you. So yes, Venus in the 8th house is you're changing a lot. You're transforming a lot as well. It seems that a lot of people are transforming through the month of October, but of course, Jupiter squares Pluto. So we have the the courage now to do so. It's not. Sometimes we want to do it, but we don't have the courage. But Venus in the 8 is deep transformational relationships, and intimacy can increase during the transit of Venus in the 8. But again, don't be too idealistic about this, because it's with Saturn. So yeah, be realistic about those values. Having said that, thanks again for your support, and see you next month. Bye bye.